From the How You Gonna Act studios of Arizona, we are live, baby, with the MMA-Holes. Yeah!
Wonderful, wonderful.
How's everyone doing tonight? It's good to see everyone in the chat. It's good to see everyone being so wonderful, wonderful on a Monday night. The beginning of the week is here, and we're going to talk about some fights. A controversial night again on the scorecards happened Saturday night, and we're going to break it down. Once again, I'm forced to take the pen and paper and sit in front of the TV and watch another damn fight. Another time, I got to sit there and say, okay, I got to score this thing. I got to be unbiased. I got to watch this. I got to listen to the horrific commentary that the UFC put together. I like Laura Sanko. I do. I actually like Laura Sanko. But I got to be honest with you. The three-person commentary team is complete nonsense. They're just babbling over each other. They're stuttering. It like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Oh, okay. Michael Bisping doesn't know when to shut the hell up. It's a mess. And I had to sit there, and I had to listen to that. I had to listen to the commentary. I had to watch a main event that happened between Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi. I had to watch that. The things I do for this channel, the things I do for this community, I had to sit through that again. The community is divided. Divided. Everyone is up in arms. We have a poll in the live chat. And I said, who won? Kai Kara-France or Amir Albazi? Right now, 58%, now 60% saying Kai Kara-France won. I had to see on Twitter, as I was scrolling through the feed, I had to see just multiple videos of Ariel crying again. I had to hear Kai Kara-France crying that he lost an extra $100,000 because the judges robbed him. We're going to get to the bottom of it tonight on the MMA-Holes. We're going to break it down once again because that's what we do as a show. Dana White was asked about it, and Dana White had some interesting words. It seemed like he was just like, yeah, it's a close fight. So I'm going to tell you round by round what I saw in the rewatch because there have been times. The night of, I thought Kai Kara-France won. I did. But then right before they scored the fight, I was like, wait, hold on a second here. The percentage is just way off. And I scoffed at it again today when I was looking. Now, I'm not going to tell you who I chose or who I scored it for until I give you the breakdown. But this is a pretty funny image. This popped up, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, and I said it the night of, right before they did the scorecards. I said it the night of. I was like, hey, guys, you threw 320 significant attempted strikes, and the accuracy was 28%? Like, what? I was making jokes like, what was he, swatting flies? 20 strikes attempted. He landed 89. That's what I had to sit through again. I had to sit through that nonsense, and I understand it takes two to tango in this fight. Both of them should be kicked out of the UFC immediately. Now, maybe that's extreme, but I had to watch it again. I felt that way as I was dozing off, taking notes and watching these rounds once again and trying to score them as unbiased as possible. Before we get into that breakdown and before we talk to the community, and make sure you hit that like button, YouTube sent out something to all the entire community saying that we were not in the partnership program anymore, and they took away our they took away everything. They took away our memberships. They took away everything. I was like, what the? We can't make money anymore on YouTube? Like, what? 7 years and YouTube stripped us of this? We were getting messages galore of all these emails, and I was like, what is going on? My world was collapsing. Thankfully, we got on their customer service, and which is horrible, but we got on there, we straightened it out, and now everything is back normal.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But my goodness, did I have a mini heart attack. I had a mini heart attack. Everyone's got their memberships. Everyone's good to go. And if you got that email, toss it in the garbage because it was nonsense. It was just a mistake. But had a pretty bad day, not going to lie. And then I sat down in my beautiful throne. I got ready to fire up the stream. And lo and behold, an alert played before you went live. That just took me to the next level. It delighted me. It just... $500 just landed. 500 from D-Rest. He did it again. The death.
500 MMA-Holes, 500 we dropped on the show, 500 bills in the air, 500 shake it derriere. World domination, here we come. Here's 500 reasons why we crush them bums. Greatest community in the world, smoke that reverb, boys and girls. Sucking that green into my lungs, using bidets to clean my buns. Hanging with fight buddies throughout the night, watching UFC, enjoying some fights. Knockout submissions, decisions, and more. I want to rub MMA into my bones. Whoever dropped the 500 on the show, you're a legend. MMA-Hole.
$500 donation. I pray to the D-Rest. I pray to the mighty D-Rest.
How Ya Gonna Act Studios.
He renames the studio the How You Gonna Act Studios. All hail the mighty D-Rest. Flipping the bird to YouTube and the demonetization. Throwing the show on his shoulders. Renaming the studio. It says here, $500. I salute you. I salute you, D-Rest. Thank you so much for your support. What a donation. And my day went from to let's go. Thank you, D-Rest. $500 dropping in from the great D-Rest. Drop the DETH in the chat, please. DETH in the chat. I mean, he's going to have to get his emoji. He's going to have to get it. Now, before we get into this intricate breakdown of this horrific card, I mean, not card. The card was all right. This horrific main event. And I tell you who I got in the scorecards in the second go. And keep in mind, I picked Kai Kara-France the first time. Did I pick him again? Did I pick Albazi? Who did I score for with a clear head, a clear mind? We're going to find out very soon. But before we get to that, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, CBDX.com. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off the finest of THC products. CBDX.com. MyBookie.ag, the promo code is MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit. So if you're going to place a bet, go to MyBookie.ag. Use promo code MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit. Head Rush. Shout out to Head Rush. I got their shirt on right now. I love it. Head Rush is premium clothing. It's badass. And you can get it yourself with our promo code 20% off MMA-HOLES. That's right, MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Check the link in the description down below. Sheath Underwear. This is the last couple of weeks you're going to be getting this, so get your discounts. Sheath Underwear, promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off Sheath. So if you'd like to get that fancy pantsy underwear and you want to treat your underbottoms and undercarriage correctly, go check it out. Money back guarantee, and you got that discount, 20% off. MMA-HOLES. And also ESPN Plus this weekend. If you're going to purchase the card in Canada, that's happening in Canada, with a main event that we'll probably make fun of throughout the week. And the card's falling apart. But if you are going to pay for it, use our link in the description. We get a little commission off of that, and I appreciate you guys. Man, oh man. Okay, so we got a lot to get to tonight. I'm fired up, man. I'm going to open up phone lines. When I'm done ranting and raving, towards the second half of the stream, I'm going to open up phone lines. We're going to go deep into the evening. So make sure you pull up a nice seat, hit the like button, share the stream. And if you'd like to call, hop in our free Discord. Link down below in our link tree. In the description down below, there's a link tree. You can find our Discord. So jump in there and we'll take your calls from all over the world. All over. $100. $100. What? Come on. Let's go.
How does he detail the time?
I'm gonna have to name my son after D-Rest. I mean, what are we doing here? Look at this. D-Rest coming in again. $100 donation or sausage D-Rest. I sausage D-Rest. What a name. Wow. Holy smokes. My man, thank you. Well, hey, if you want to support the show too, hit the Streamlabs button and drop a donation or super chat. Thank you guys. Holy fuck, D-Rest. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, it's crazy, man. Thank you so much. He legit is the man of Monday night. He's just become that, the man of Monday night. Moss has to face Horry Hooker style bender and don't blink to enter New Zealand now after all his disrespect. So I like New Zealand. I like everyone from New Zealand. I like the Aussies. I like everybody all over the world. I don't have any prejudice towards anyone. I don't look at a specific person that fights in a certain country and be like, oh, I don't like them because they fight there. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. But if a fighter, well, we'll get into it in a second. But if I disagree or if I think there's a lame fight or if I think a fighter acts silly, I'm going to say it. I make fun of Conor. Conor's like my favorite guy. I make fun of him constantly. So here's the deal. Those fucking sausages out there from New Zealand that are on Twitter or just sliding into our DMs, crying about the shit I said on Saturday. Suck a dick. I don't care. I honestly don't give a shit. All right, anyway. Grow some fucking balls. You do that war dance. I couldn't believe it. I was telling Jesse, I'm like, you guys do that fucking war dance. You're a bunch of tough son of a bitches. Why are you crying? The fuck you crying? Your guy lost. Get over it. just get over it, man. I don't know. I don't understand that. People take it very serious. People take the UFC very, very serious. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that people are diehard and they're ride or die with their fighters and this and that. I get it. It's fun. But it really isn't that serious. We don't have to be screaming and yelling and arguing with each other. If I do inappropriate jokes and have a little fun, just don't watch. I don't know what you want me to say. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's break down the main event. Who really won this card over here? And, here's the thing. There are stats that the UFC puts up. And let me put them up over here for you so you can see yourself. Okay. There are stats that the UFC pulls up, and these stats are what they have total strikes, they have significant strikes, they have takedowns, the time, the whole thing. If you look at every single round, I get it, man. I absolutely get it. You look at every round, Kai Kara-France outstruck him, right? 20-12. You got 17-12. A third round, you got 30-15. These are total strikes. 29-7 in the fourth round. Oh, mamma mia. 37-18 in the fifth round. And if you look at significant strikes, it's more of the same, right? 13-6, 16-11, 9-3, 27-5, and 34-18, right?
Please, I'm begging you, don't ever buy another UFC pay-per-view again.
Oh my God, dude. Lou Dog just dropped a 50 on us.
Pussies.
Let's go, champ. Lou Dog.
Pussies.
Come on, baby.
Pussies. I don't want your money. Pussies. Money.
Got the $50 pussy donation coming
You're
in.
a moron. I don't want your money.
Let's go. Let's go, Lou.
Pussy. I don't give a f.
Wow, man. You guys are on fire.
I think D-Rest sold my comic books.
Oh, thank you, Lou Dog. Thank you so much. Phone lines will be open tonight. I cannot wait to chat with you guys, especially about what went down on Saturday, about the fights coming up this weekend as well. And can't wait to chat with you guys. That's awesome. That means a lot, guys. Seriously. The fact that you guys donate, and honestly, you are the reason why we are here. So thank you. Thank you so much. To the members out there as well, thank you. Okay. Got a little sidetracked. That would completely, if you want to fucking throw me off, donate. All right. So anyway, every round basically was Kai Kara-France on the numbers. So I understand why people are upset, right? In real time, myself, I thought Kai Kara France won as well. I was like not feeling good. I bet on Albazi, and I was like, I'm not feeling good about this. Let's talk about it per round, okay? Let's get right into it. Now, I spoke about the commentary. The commentary, I got to be honest with you, does anyone like Bisping on the mic? Like, I think Bisping is good on his YouTube channel, right? He does a great job interacting with his fans and doing that. But as a color commentator, maybe it's because there's three guys and he's just trying to overpower everyone. I don't know. He's got a lot on his mind. I still think there should be a play-by-play guy and then, a color commentator. And maybe Bisping will shine there. But there's three of them. And they're all yapping all over each other. And Bisping is just like in complete control. And it was a really tough listen. I see Casey Jones gifting a membership over there, giving it to Pulse. So let's go. Thank you so much. Casey's streak stays alive. We had a good laugh about Thank you so much. There's Pulse over there. We had a good laugh about the gifting memberships last night on the gaming channel, because when you gift a membership, you can like wean out the people that don't chat, the lurkers. Like they pop up, they get the gifted membership. Like, oh, you're watching this? So it's actually pretty funny. So we know Pulse is watching this. And thank you, DRZA, for subscribing to the channel. So, all right, let's talk about the first round. First of all, chat, I see 67% say that Kai Kara France won this fight. Keep on voting in there. I'm going to keep that up for the rest of the evening. But in the chat, in the live chat, let me know your thoughts. A couple of days have passed on. Are you more upset about this decision? Did you change your mind? Like, what did you think? What do you think about this fight sitting on Monday following UFC Vegas 74? Paul says, I'm always here. Well, thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. It certainly is not worth renewing, says the greatest Rocky Marciano. Albazi was better. Kai barely lost, in my opinion, says AJ Golf. Kai fucking lost, says D-Man. Wow. Lou is literally resting now. He's resting now. That donation took a lot out of him. Typical UFC judging. Albazi won. Whoa. He won, in my opinion, but what can we do, says Sean Hart. See, and there's Sean from Australia over there. That's his guy, right? Like, and that's fine. If you think Kai Kara France won, that's fine. Because here's the thing. The night of, I thought he won as well. How many people watched the fight for a second time, out of curiosity? I think it came down to length versus girth, and Albazi had the girth that night. That's a very good assessment over there. D-Rest has been a member for 37 months and says, I am not a member. YouTube hijacked my card. Whoa. Okay. That wouldn't surprise me. UFC is the new boxing. Kara had a good volume and pace, but control time went to Albazi. I still haven't rewatched. So let me know, yes or no. Did you guys in the chat, did you guys rewatch the fight? Now, I understand if you didn't, because I have to be honest with you. It's not an easy one to rewatch. I legit was getting exhausted watching this thing. And I was pausing and taking notes, and I'm like, oh my God, is this ever going to end? Like, I literally was thinking that. Is this fight going to end? I honestly think it looked like Kai won because of how much he was throwing, but he was missing a lot, says AJ Golf. Not in full second time. That's what she said. Highlights. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let's talk about the first round. So, all right. Myself, after a rewatch, actually gave Albazi the first round. Okay, and the notes that I took was started cleaner, and it was ahead 2 minutes into the round. So, 2 minutes remaining in the round, Albazi was doing work. I felt that he was the aggressor doesn't really mean much anymore, but I think when you have limited things to talk about and work with, and here's the problem. Kai Kara France had a very good game plan. Kai's game plan was excellent, right? He was circling the cage. He was making Albazi try to chase him and try to cut him off. He was setting traps for Albazi. His takedown defense was very good. So everything was working very well. The problem with a game plan like that, and we've seen IZZY go with game plans like this as well. We've seen a lot of fighters go out there, and I'm going to say it, play it safe. You know, like in the 5th round, no, Kai did not play it safe. Kai was like, let's go. You know, the Warrior's coming out right now. I wish we would have seen that earlier, but I understand why he saved it for the end. But when you do take that approach, you do give your opponent respect, but at the same time, you're giving the opportunity of the judges to step in and make a decision on how that fight goes. And in a close fight, you just never fucking know. Dana White said, yeah, you don't want to leave it to the judges. I mean, that's one of the few things that Dana White says that you should listen to. And that type of game plan, where in this game, is he just going to bank on the fact that Albazi is going to make a mistake and Kara France is going to capitalize on it? Maybe that was the case. Well, when the fight progresses and Albazi does not fall into the traps that you're setting and there's a stalemate, that game plan kind of falls apart because now you're relying on the judges. You're leaving your fate in the hands of the judges. And he did finish strong. And I think that was in his mind that, like, holy shit, we're going to a decision here. I better turn up at the end. And it wound up being too little too late. Kai missed a lot of plus. All right, so here's the thing. Kai strikes in a rewatch because this is the thing I really wanted to pay attention to. Kai Kara France was throwing a lot of volume. You see in the overall strikes here, he was throwing a lot. It was either hitting blocked arms, it was missing. Like, there was a lot of volume coming out as he was circling around, but a lot of shit wasn't landing. And if you look at the stats, you look at this percentage over here, if you throw 320 significant strikes and land 89, that's a massive problem. Like, legit massive problem right there. And in the rewatch, I could actually see that a lot better. So I'm watching it. I gave round 1 to Albazi. Now listen, these rounds that I'm watching, they are close. And when we talk about robbery, things that we have spoken about over and over and over again ad nauseum, when you speak about robberies, it can't be thrown into play in a close fight. It can't. In real time, I thought Kai Kara France won. But still, I didn't think robbery because I started thinking logically about the freaking percentages here with a lot of strikes missing. So, yes, I was a little surprised. I was, because I was in that momentum. I was in the heat of the moment. I had money on the other guy. I was nervous. But in a clear head watching the first round, I saw Albazi. Close fight. Second round, the same thing. I saw Albazi again. There is one judge that I actually agreed with. And some people out there are going to be scratching their head when I tell you what the judge is, who the judge is. You probably figured it out by now. I put here it was a close round, but effective strikes was the difference. Albazi, when he landed, it made an impact. Like, you can tell when Albazi landed his shots, Kai was like, oh, okay. Back to the game plan. Back to that. 2-zip Albazi. The third round, I had Albazi again. That's 3 straight rounds. In real time, I'm seeing it split going into the third. In a rewatch, clear head, with fucking Michael Bisping's one-eyed commentary and Laura Sanko trying to get a word in. I saw Albazi again. So I said, had the back majority of the round. Kai did a fantastic job escaping, and he finished very strong. The problem is, Kai Kara France finished strong with, 30 seconds left in the round? So Albazi got the third. 3-zip. Dude, I was shocked, bored, and shocked when I looked down at my scores, and I'm like, holy fuck. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible right now, but I legit have it 3-zip Albazi. Now, you can go either way, maybe 1 and 2. You can make arguments either way, and I'm fine with that. If people score differently, I have no problem with that. Like I said, I don't feel this is a robbery. But now you know who I'm picking, right? And I'm going to speed through it. The fourth round, I went Kai. The fifth round, I went Kai. Okay? Fourth round, I actually thought it was kind of close, but you look at the actual strikes, landed, this and that, it was lopsided there. And I do think Kai did enough in that round. But I got to be honest with you. There was a part of me that was like, man, did Albazi win that one too? Like, I actually thought that in the second rewatch. But I gave it to Kai. And the fifth round, I think, to me, was the clearest. Kai, he was in the firefight, and he just looked better. He looked better. Albazi had moments, but Kai was better in the fifth round. He ended super strong, and I just think throughout that round, Kai looked a little bit better. The thing that really jumped out to me, and it jumped out on the play-by-play on Saturday night as well when we were reacting. After the first 3 rounds, I remember being a little surprised in real time, saying, holy smokes, Albazi being a minus 140 and Kai Kara-France the plus underdog 110. I remember being surprised by that. I was like, wow, Albazi's the favorite right now? That's kind of weird after 3 rounds. And then in the rewatch, I picked every fucking round for Albazi. So it just goes to show you, even the odds making at the time thought Albazi was winning that fight. Now, the odds severely shifted when we got to the 5th round, which really made me scratch my head because I didn't understand. We're past 3 rounds right now, okay? So maybe they're thinking 2-1 or something like that. Maybe we're thinking that. And then with Kai winning 4 and 5, 5 going in Kai's direction, the odds swung to minus 400 Kai and a plus 300 Albazi. Guys, there are rounds that you can flip. I picked Albazi the first 3, but there are rounds you could flip. But that's the problem. That's the problem over here. I see in the chat 3-2s, 3-2s. Close fucking fight. It's a very close fight. The people that are saying 3-2s, I guarantee one of those rounds, they could say, you know what? Maybe Albazi won one of those rounds. It was not clear. And when you have a decision like that, and 3 judges have to make this decision, in a close fight, people see different things. People see different things. The guy that leads the charge on this, Ariel Helwani, the guy that's like, well, in a close fight, there's no such thing as a robbery. Close fight, there's no such thing as a robbery. And then he's running around on his show today, saying that was a robbery. You got to be consistent. Just because you are friendly with the guys over there, and we know Ariel is, just because you want to be on the good graces of the management teams, you shouldn't fucking go back on everything that you say. When you're saying that close fights, there's no such thing as a robbery, then all of a sudden yelling and screaming that there's a robbery. Now, I didn't listen to the whole Ariel show today. I just got the clips on Twitter. I'll stand corrected. If someone in the chat says that Ariel doesn't think it was a robbery, let me know. But from what I got from it, it seemed like Ariel was insinuating that this is a robbery. Close fight. So at the end of the day, everyone yelling and screaming once again. In a close fight, you just never know which way it goes. You just don't know. And the crazy part about this is I agreed with a judge that gets a lot of fucking heat. And I got to be honest with you. Sal D'Amato, I'm going to have a hot take over here. Maybe my man Sal D'Amato, just maybe, he's not as bad as we all think he is. Maybe he's not. Listen, it's a close fight. These guys they didn't say every single round Albazi won. They picked in a close round. They picked which guy they thought won that round. It was a close round. There was no dominance in the first and second that I saw. I saw it very close. So you have Chris Lee going round 1 for Kai, round 5 for Kai. You got Sal D'Amato going all 3 of the first round for Albazi, and then 4 and 5 going to Kai Kara-France. That's the one I actually agreed with on the second run, and I was shocked. I was literally shocked. My mouth dropped. I was like, I agree with Sal D'Amato. And then you got Mike Bell going in the other direction for Kai Kara-France, and it's fair. It's a fair score. 4 and 5 for Kai, and round 1 for Kai. You know what? I watched that first round in real time. The first time around, when I watched that round, I thought Kai won. The second time, I thought Albazi won. What does that say to you? That says it's a close fucking round. This is not a robbery. Judging does not have to get better. If you want to win a fight, you need a game plan to fucking finish your opponent. You must finish your opponent. If you go to the judges, you're always running that risk. If your game plan is to fucking circle and run and run and run and run and miss majority of the strikes thrown. What was it again? 320 significant attempted strikes, 89 landed, and then you go on Ariel and cry that the ref stole the 100K from you? Bro, your fucking team stole that from you Because that was your fucking game plan. Beavis, it's your game plan. Come on, man. What do we got to do? Why do we got to fucking every week we have to fucking cry about judging when you watch these fights and you're like, holy shit, it's a close fight. Let's be honest. That fight was trash. It was shit. It was a shit fight, and I will never watch that again. I had to watch it twice. I am never watching that again. That was horrible. I wanted to go to sleep. I was like, what is this? I asked Jesse, are you going to watch that again? And what did Jesse say?
No.
And she thought Kai Kara-France won. I thought Kai Kara-France won the night of. But she didn't want to watch it back. Why, Jess? Why did you not want to watch it back?
I have a baby to watch.
She's got a baby. I'd rather be the baby too. It was terrible. I had to sit there in the fucking bedroom and watch this thing. It was a terrible fight. And people are crying and screaming, things gotta change. Things gotta change. No. Yeah, things do have to change. Here I am. With my fucking feet up, hairy legs, got the pen and paper, Beavis on the screen.
Nice pedicure.
And fucking, I gotta sit through this shit. You know what's gotta change? The game plan. You gotta finish your opponent. Enough's enough. Enough of just fighting just to win. Enough of that. And even Albazi, he wasn't happy with his performance. They both should lose. Both of them. Eject him out of the building after a fight like that. It was nonsense. Dana White was asked about it afterwards, and he's like, well, it's a close fight. He's right. It was a close fight. What are you going to fucking do? Scream and yell? Nonsense over here. Now, Jess, I mean, it's soaked into your head. I know you think Kai Kara-France won. I don't know. I'm yelling and screaming.
Listen, I am open to the idea that he may not have won. I am not saying, one way or the other. All I'm saying is when I was watching the fight in real time, I was surprised that the judging went in favor of Amir.
Yeah.
That's all.
In real time, I thought the same. I was like, oh. But when I did mention, I got to say, this is a nice catch by me. Right before they went to the scorecards, and I mentioned the percentage of strikes that missed. Did that not put doubt in your mind? Because that put hope in my mind. I was like, wait, hold on a second. I still got a shot here.
I don't know. I didn't really think too much of it, to be honest. I think I was just like, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, like brutally honest, I was just more thinking about the bet that you had placed. Like,
we need to make that money.
Yeah, like I wasn't really thinking about, anything else. I did think that in that moment that France, kind of swung away with it, but like I said, I'm open to the idea that he may not have won that fight.
Think about this, Jesse. I am so good. What was another fight people were yelling and screaming about? And I took Sean O'Malley. He was actually under in that fight against Peter Yan. And I took Sean O'Malley. And I got that fight right, and people are freaking out, about the scoring and this and that. And in a rewatch, I thought Sean got that fight as well. But It was a close fight, and I was fine. Either way it goes. I'm good, Jess. When it comes to the controversial fights, the judges always know. Sal Diamato's like, oh, Mystical's got it that way, so he's got to go in that direction. Does it set Kai back a little bit? Yeah, it does. Kai's got to go back to the drawing board. It sucks he lost to the champ, and he lost a close fight against Albazi. He's got in his favor a ton of people online crying. I mean, grown men crying. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't know why grown men are crying about this, but they are. They're acting like that's their brother or sister. Listen, if it was my boy, I'd be upset. If I was Israel Adesanya, yeah, I'd be upset because my boy lost. And of course, I'd find every excuse in the world to blame everyone else but my boy. But you would be doing your boy a disservice, and you wouldn't be doing him a favor by just blaming the judges. You would go back, watch that fight, watch the game plan. It didn't work. It's that simple. You couldn't convince the judges. And thank God, Jesse, the judges scored it this way. Because if we reward people that are just going to fucking run in circles for 3 straight rounds. Circle, circle, circle. Could you imagine having to watch that over and over again? We want to see carnage. We're here for the violence. Albazi was looking for a fight. Kai was looking for an out until the 5th round. And then Kai was like, oh, I want to fight now. I can't back a fighter like that. I am sorry. Kai Kara-France is a badass. He's probably a very nice guy. Don't leave it to the fucking judges yet. Don't do it. Casey Jones gifting another membership over here. Let's go, champ. Who's got it? Who's got it over here? Let's find out.
Let's go, champ.
Sean Hart. The gift that keeps on giving. An MMA-Holes membership. I'm just here trying to help you guys out, man. Listen. There's a lot more things that are bad right now.
Wonderful.
It's not just the judges.
I felt Beavis fairly beat Scrappy Coco aka the Zohan, but truly like most PP I don't really care about these tiny guys because neither beat Moreno with his Lego playing ass. Also, I'm often here in Silent Ninja Assassin mode, bro.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Pulse. Thank you for the donation and letting us know that.
By the way, just to interrupt you real quick, did you see that there's a new chat feature?
No.
It's called the fan funding, like where you would change it, and it shows anyone who's like gifted or become a member or super chatted or anything like that. It just kind of like shows.
So they sit there in that section?
Yeah, it gives them their recognition. Like it kind of points them out a little more, which is really
cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you go from top chat or live chat, very nice. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
That would be fun for pay-per-views.
I think it does subscribers too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, there you go. New feature. Oh, wait. Sausage said that's only for mods. Do you guys have that feature or no?
I don't know. I just see it on mine.
Huh. Yeah, guys. So, listen. It's a close fight. It is. Like, let me just... there was something else. He said... yeah, after that fight, too, I picked Albazi... to defeat Moreno and take the belt before the year is up. I think they're going to fight. I think Albazi's going to fight Moreno. I think Moreno is going to beat Pantoja or Pendejas, whatever his name is. And I think they will meet like in Abu Dhabi or some shit. Like I have this weird feeling that these guys are going to link up. But after Saturday night, Albazi's got to go back to the drawing board because I got to be honest with you, man. Moreno, after Saturday, Moreno beats him. You know, there's... it's going to be hard for me to argue Albazi winning that fight. So I'm a little nervous about that, especially he had a close one with Kai there. Kai's no slouch, man. Kai's very good, you know. But, yeah, I'm a little worried. If you're an Albazi fan, I don't know if he beats Moreno. I don't know right yet.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Sean!
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Come on, there they are.
Come on, get loud.
Australia.
MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Stand up.
Got MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Let's go.
MMA-Holes in the crowd.
So awesome, man. After what happened earlier.
Enough said.
So awesome. Thank you, Sean Hart. You guys, seriously, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. Seriously. Let's catch up on alerts here. Let's get your thoughts. And then we're going to run into some news and we'll take some phone calls as well. Because of all of the... It was a terrible fight. I agree.
Whoa.
Wonderful.
That's not real.
Can I have the afterbirth?
I was about to say he's back. Nah,
That's not him.
Just someone trolling.
Thank you. Yes, you can have the afterbirth. Sure. You can. Thank you. Flat Earth Deacon. Wow. Blast from the past.
Wonderful.
Here comes Kainoto.
Jessie kind of knew that the Iranian Vulcan was going to win. She bet $2 on him.
She bet $2 on the Vulcan. You put a bet in there? No, she didn't put a bet on. I put the bet on him. I put what did I put? 100 on him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put 100 on him. That worked out great for me, and I celebrated appropriately. And that's just what happens. Listen, I had one bet on the card, and it was Albazi, and it fucking hit. And you know, I was nervous. I was definitely nervous about it. But you know, why should I be? I always win. D-Rest. Whoa. Gifted 10 double champs.
Whoa.
Oh my God. All right, here we go.
You the man, D-Rest.
He dropped the M80 in the water, guys. Let's see who's watching. Wreckin' Woo's watching. Hey, Wreckin' Woo. How you
it's
doing?
like dropping dynamite in a pond to see which fist,
They're all flopping out.
It's floating
Okay,
up.
here we go. Let's see who's watching. Let's see who's here.
Let's go, champ.
Jose Sisyowa. I've never even seen that person
I have.
before. Have you?
I've seen that name.
Okay, I've never seen you before, but Jose, there you are. Okay, Jose's here. Who else is here?
go, champ.
Sick attendance. Fat Dogs Records. Hush Puppy Studio. What is that name? Okay, then
Love
you're
it.
here. Fat Dogs Records. I think I've complimented that name before, so I think I have seen that.
Let's go, champ.
Jay Garcia. Jay Garcia is here. If your name has shown up on screen, please raise your hand in the chat. You've been exposed. You must talk the rest of the day. Fat Dogs
Let's go,
Records. AG Golf. We've seen AG
AJ.
Golf. AJ Golf, excuse me. You've seen AJ here before. Wow, look at that. New members. Thank you so much, D-Rest. Your membership has
Let's
been
go, champ.
suspended? No, it's there. Dennis Garrett is here.
Seen him.
He's here, right? You've seen him before? Okay, I'm waiting for a new name to pop up. Let's see. Yeah, the concept of yeah. Tizit. What is this? Tizit. Tizad. Tizitizad. What is that? It's like a tongue twister. What is that? Tizit. Tizad.
I don't think I've ever seen that name.
That's a new name. What are you doing here, Tizit Tuzad?
Let's go, champ.
D Brown. We've seen D Brown before, right? Mm-hmm. That's a name we've seen before. Wow, D Rest. Giving everyone double champ memberships. That's why you got to be here live. Thank you, D-Rest. Appreciate
Let's
that.
go, champ.
King Girth.
Seen him.
King Girth is, yes. I think he's a regular, right? Wow. Drop breasts in the chat. Drop the breasts in the chat if you're a member so I can know you're here. I love seeing
Let's
your
go,
beautiful
champ.
emojis. Lieutenant Dan's legs. Making DC dance. Look, he's getting tired up there. He's getting exhausted, D-Rest, DC dancing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
I listened to you call the fight but didn't watch it. I feel you're pretty accurate. Based on that, I didn't think Kai won. It sounds like Albazi did most of the work. The stats backed your commentary up. Baz with control time and Beavis with low punch percent.
Yeah. So here's another thing. As I'm watching, right, and I try to, man, listen, I try as best as possible to be as clear-headed during a big fight, right? And sometimes when you're in the moment, it's a lot. Like you got the chat fired up, you got alerts coming in, just got a lot going on. You're excited. You got bets are on the line, like a lot of things going on, right? And you're trying to be unbiased. But when you're at home by yourself and you clearly watch, there are a lot of punches that I did see miss, or strikes, I should say, that weren't landing or hitting blocked body parts and stuff like that. So, that does happen. It happened with John Jones as well. Like I thought it was a complete robbery with Dominic Reyes. And then on a rewatch, I was like, holy shit, I think John won. It's weird. But as we've been doing this for so freaking long, I'm telling you guys, like sometimes you'll watch it the night of, and then the next day you watch it again, you see a different thing. I seen it with Connor and Nate in the second fight. I see it all the time. It happens a lot. So before you start screaming robbery, we got to really make sure we digest all the information. We got to go back and watch it again before you go all crazy. But I think people don't do that.
Well, I've seen you not do that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Like, just immediately scream robbery.
I did it with Dominic Reyes. I just said that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did it with Dominic Reyes. And then I went back and watched it. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, so I think all MMA fans are kind of in the same boat when it
Yeah.
comes to that. I think emotions get the best of us initially, and it takes a day or two to pass before we're kind of like, okay, maybe it wasn't a robbery,
Listen, judging sucks. It's not good. But the problem with judging is criteria is all over the place. And another problem is human beings see things differently. We have to understand
Also,
that.
human beings are built and equipped to debate. Like, it's just what they want. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's always, anytime there's a chance that people can go back and forth, people are going to jump into that
I don't know if I'm starting to think judging isn't as bad as we think it is. I'm starting to think that it is bad, but I don't think it's as bad because a lot of these fights that
I do.
people are screaming and yelling, I mean, I'm going
think
back.
it's
There
bad.
are situations where it's really
I've
bad.
seen
Yes.
some like horrible judging decisions.
Yeah,
horrible.
but you know what? Do you rewatch all those fights?
But here's the
Think
thing.
about it.
I would understand what you're saying if, like, in those horrible decisions, everyone weren't on the same page. A lot of times in those decisions, everyone's like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? So I would get your argument, except a lot of times people are on the same page when it comes to a bad decision.
But here's the thing. If every time, this is happening a lot. Every time we do a show and I have to go back and watch, I see these close fights. I'm like, shit, I didn't see it that way the first time. So now I'm thinking, if I go back in every freaking fight that I think is a robbery and watch it again, I'm like, holy shit.
There's a part of me that does wonder if you go back already with the intention in your head to change your mind.
It does me no good. It does me no good because it makes me look stupid the night of. So for me to go back and change my mind, me picking Albazi tonight makes me look no good because then that ruins me the night of. So that goes to show you right here. Me saying right now, me scoring this for Albazi, it goes against how I scored it the night of. So my credit, my stock goes down as a commentator, you know? So that's the thing. I'm trying to do this as unbiased as possible. You may think I'm biased because I had to bet on Albazi, but the night of I picked Karis France to win. That's what I thought I saw. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We don't sit and watch every single quote-unquote robbery. They happen. But we don't watch every single one. We see cards, we see on the prelims, we see a fight happen, like that's a fucking robbery. I'm sorry, they got that wrong. But do we go back and watch it? Most of the time, no. Unless it's the main event or a big fight, you know, a featured fight or whatever. So here's the thing. Maybe I'm playing devil's advocate here, but just entertain the idea that perhaps we are too hard on the judges. Maybe there are other things we have to fix. I think the scoring criteria's got to change. I've said this before. I did a whole stream on it. The 10-point score system's got to go. It's boxing. And it sucks in boxing. Why do we have it here? That should change. I do. They should change scoring. This way we're not because judging sucks, so we could stop arguing.
No, I mean, what the fuck? Argue. I think there would
they'll find something to argue about. It's true. But I mean, it's just getting silly. Let me know in the chat. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take this poll off. Right? So clearly people still think that Kai Kara-France won this fight. And I'm fine with that. I literally have no problem with this fight. Now, here's the poll that's going to really make sense. Okay? This is the poll that's really going to solve the problem here. Okay? 70% say Kai Kara-France won this fight over Amir Albazi. And it's a drastic percentage. I'm going to pull this down. And the next thing I'm going to ask the chat, and I want you to be as honest as possible. I don't want you to be a fucking knucklehead. I mean, I know I'm going to get a couple of those, but let's end this. Okay. Here we go. Start poll. Here we go. Yeah. I'm here to solve things. I'm not here to make the problem worse. I'm here to say, okay, how do we solve this? How do we fix this? Okay, was... Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the question is, was the UFC Vegas 74 main event a close fight? Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so that's in the chat. We'll see what people think. Was it a close fight, yes or no? I think that's a fair question. Okay, what did you think the night of? Did you find it a close fight?
I don't think I did. I think I really genuinely felt like Kai won that fight.
Okay. So you think it was a landslide, Kai won?
Well, I wouldn't say a landslide, but I never got like this weird... I'll put it this way. I did not expect for Bruce Buffer to say split decision. I did not expect that.
Well, how do you not? I mean, it's three people. It's three judges.
No, I didn't expect... I expected all three judges to go in favor of Kai. That's what I expected. I did not expect for one judge to go in favor of Amir.
See, it's funny because a lot of people are like, that shouldn't have been a split decision. And that argument's ridiculous because there's three different people, right?
Well, I'm not saying it shouldn't have been. I'm saying I didn't expect it to be. Mm-hmm. I expected it to be a unanimous decision win in favor of Kai.
The chances of getting three judges on the same page, you have to have a very lopsided fight, right?
Well, we've seen it happen a million times
But in this fight, did you find it lopsided?
Not lopsided.
There you go.
But I didn't find it like remarkably close either.
Yeah.
It was like
a little. So you're saying
I just felt Kai won.
So you felt Kai won, but there was a party that says, "Hey, maybe Albazi won this." I don't understand. Like,
it's hard to explain. Like, I didn't. It's not like I thought like.
So it's a little more than close.
Like I don't know how to explain it.
It's either close or it wasn't.
No, I didn't. When we went to the decision, I didn't feel like there was a chance Amir was going to get the call.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
So we'll leave this up over here. We'll leave it up for the rest of the show. But here you go. So was the UFC Vegas 74 main event a close fight? So far, 63% are saying yes. And there we go. So if you think about it, there can be an argument that either way can go. Maybe you're leaning towards Kai Kara-France winning this fight, but the fact that Albazi won this thing, there was a chance, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just such a silly thing. It was a terrible fight. I don't want to watch that shit again, you know? And then to the people like, well, it was a technical matchup. Like, fuck off. Like, I don't give a fuck about technical matchup. Maybe if I was competing in the UFC, you know, and I'm in the gym every week preparing for my fights, maybe I'd appreciate a technical matchup. You know what? I'm a Carnage fan. I'm a fan. I dig the long ball. I want to fucking watch the home runs out of the park. That's what I want to see. I don't give a fuck. Every once in a blue moon, okay, if it's a good, solid, fun fight where they're going back and forth, yeah, let's go. Technically beat the shit out of each other. Cool. Do you like technical fights, Jesse?
It depends on who's fighting. Like Gaslam Izzy, that one went all the way.
That was a war.
And I could fucking watch that all the time. Like
that was a war, man. That was a straight up war.
I didn't need a knockout in that fight because it was so good, you know?
Gaslam Izzy is not a technical fight. That's a war.
No, that's a
fucking
fight.
war, man. That was technically a war. What are you talking about? That's like one of the best fights.
I think it really depends on who's fighting. I think some technical fights I can watch.
You know what was a technical fight? Izzy versus Yoel Romero, Jesse. What a technical masterpiece that fight was.
Stop it.
They were technically staring at each other.
Yeah, no, I think it just depends on who's fighting. That's nonsense.
Great game plan. Let's go to the judges and lose. And then blame the judges. That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. All right. Let's get final comments from the chat. I will open up phone lines, and I'm moving on from this because there's really nothing else I have to say about it. But
yeah, I think people were more upset like with how it was handled more than like whether or not it was a robbery, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fart on Jesse. $20 donation from Kai Nuto. Let's go. Let's go, champ. Kai Nuto.
Also, I really hate D-Rest because he's that good.
D-Rest. Dude, D-Rest, thank you, man. You legit made my day. I appreciate that. Thank you. Kai Nuto, excuse me. What do you think about that, Jess? Kai Nuto.
Kai Nuto.
All right, let's catch up on alerts here. We will change the topic, but we will open phone line. So if you want to debate and argue with me, I'm here. I'm over here. Discord. Click the link in the live chat. No, not live chat. Excuse me. Description. There's a link tree to Discord. Let's catch up on this stuff here. Holy smokes, man! What a night. You guys are fucking killing it here. We got. Oh, here.
Wonderful.
Look at the name.
Oh my gosh.
Moreno holding a Lego block yelling Viva Mexico versus Albazi holding a box cutter yelling Inshallah in a street fire. Who wins? I'm back to start simping except MILF simping this time around.
What happened? Wow, what happened to
Someone's
DeReal?
Bringing back all the OGs in the
I got to say
donations
that
tonight.
actually tickles me a little bit. That's a little nostalgia.
DeReal.
Who could be the culprit doing this?
I have theories on you just got to think about who was around that time. Moss.
This seems like the return of like a BLT or something. Like who do you think it is?
I'm not gonna give who I think it is because
Who
it could be
this
anybody.
be?
But
Vlad, maybe.
Just try to think about like who was around.
Yeah,
during that time.
These are like OG jokes that are going over. I would say 95% of our community. Thank you, DeReal Caesar TV.
I can't believe people still remember DeReal.
DeReal. Oh my God, that is a throwback.
These past fights. Next weekend is a banger. Chris Curtis looking jacked up in his tweet today.
Yeah, did you see Chris? So he just blames it on genetics. Like he did it on our show too. He's like, it's genetics. I'm sorry, man. This is not genetics. This man, my man's, he's pushing weight. He's got to be pushing weight around. You don't just say, oh, I'm black, so I have these fucking shoulders. That doesn't happen. That's what he's running around saying. No. Look at this man. Jess, you see this? Dude's got veins popping out. Like, what the fuck?
TRT.
His traps are going into his, like it's going into his bicep. What the? Dude, he is jacked, man. He is ready. He's ready to go. Nice bathroom, though. That's what I noticed, too. I was like, wow, that's a nice bathroom.
That was like a public restroom. What do you mean nice bathroom?
That's good. Very nice bathroom.
Nice
Chris
public
Curtis
restroom.
looks yoked.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kai Noto.
I'm not sure if I can get used to Jessie Quivers. Moss, if she keeps this up, maybe you should write a song about her butt cheeks. Or should I say butt cheeks? Jessie Quivers, what are you going to do during the meetup? Become a ventriloquist?
I'll have Moss walk around with like a walkie-talkie, and you'll just hear my voice. He'll have a walkie-talkie attached to his shoulder, and as he's walking around, you'll just hear my voice chime in every once in a while.
We're going to have the Jessie puppet, like the Jackie puppet. We're going to have the Jessie puppet. And it's just going to be a puppet next to me with Jessie's voice. She's just going to have her hand in here like this.
You know what's funny is ever since I started sitting here on the side, you know how I listen to Howard every morning? I've started like identifying with Robin a little bit more every time I listen to Howard now. Like I don't know why. I'm just like, every time I hear her, it's weird. It's like this bizarre, I feel like we're sisters.
Think how the chat feels. It's a mystery voice. Boobies! Damn sausage coming in with the breasts.
Hey, I can see your underwear.
Put your boobies
in the air, flapping like I
just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? $10 donation.
Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert
Where are they?
cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman,
Show them tits.
Pervert cameraman, $10 tip.
Get 'em.
Cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Boobies in the chat, please.
D-rest is a nonsense.
Wow, is a nonsense.
I think they tried to say nuisance, but spelled it wrong.
Wonderful,
It's a
wonderful.
nonsense.
Kai is a jobber. Your slap fighting round solution would have been perfect here to decide the winner, Big Mouse.
Right?
We done it. Ooh, get me, ooh, get my ass, come on my ass.
The people have said it enough, so it made it to the Fight Buddies intro. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the donations. Appreciate that. And what D-Man's referring to is something that we did a couple weeks back.
Oh, the darn thing.
And no, this works perfectly. It actually works perfectly right now. Boom! That's it. If someone doesn't get submitted or knocked out in regulation, we go to a power slap. Overtime. Whoever wins the power slap wins the fight. That's how you make power slap interesting. This is not a fucking sport. This is a skills competition between two men, and it's not much skill. It's just, I don't know, it's just slapping each other in the face. Hockey used to end in ties. So they decided to introduce the shootout. And they put that in there. The team that wins the shootout, bang, it's over. It's a skills competition, right? Shootout is dumb. It's really not fair for the goalie. It's kind of lopsided towards the shooter. Just like power slap. It's not fair for the person that's just standing there and taking the slap. It's not fair. But if you don't win in regulation, instead of going to the judges and having poor scores, the consequence is power slap. See, that's it, Jess. That's it. We found
I'm
a reason.
distracted by those captions. I don't know if I'm a big fan
it's like
of
trance.
that.
Yeah, we don't do it on every one.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
But think about this. It works perfect. That was weeks ago. We were talking about this. And lo and behold, another controversial decision. Listen, it's stupid. But power slap is dopey, right? We all agree that power slap is the dumbest thing ever. But if you add it on to the UFC and you have that shitty fight that happened on Saturday night, Kai Kara France, who decided to fucking lap, just like it was like I was watching a track meet or something like that. I thought he was gonna pass a baton to Albazi as he was running around the cage. If it ended and then all of a sudden like, oh shit, we're going to a decision, time for overtime, and then the power slap happens, you pull the fucking thing up, pow, you flip a coin, I don't know, whoever goes first, I have no idea. Make the crowd vote? I have no idea. Power slap? You don't have to worry about this. We don't have this conversation today. Someone wins. Someone drops. We see a carnage. Speaking of power slap, the heavyweight champ just followed us on Instagram. The power slap heavyweight champion, Jesse. So I followed him back. But I did not reach out to get him on the show because I feel like I don't know what to talk about. Like, I guess I could talk about this power slap, but I didn't really watch it. Yeah. So it's like me talking about a movie with someone and I didn't see the movie, but me giving my opinion on a movie I didn't see. I don't know. You guys, one's in the chat. Do you want the power slap heavyweight on the show? It was nice of him to follow us, and we followed him back. Let's see. Let me get his name here. Let's see. What's his name? King Ryan Phillips. Here he is. King Ryan Phillips, the heavyweight champ. Should we do it? See? They're saying, no, I'm good. They don't want him. All right. I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, what do we talk about? I mean, I got questions, but I didn't really. Was he from Jersey?
I don't know if that's something that would be very interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to know how the hell they got into this. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
No, you don't think so?
Nah.
Okay. All right. I'll wait on it. I'll sit on it. But yeah, we followed him. He seems like a nice guy. So shout out. Shout out to King Ryan. Go follow _King_Ryan Phillips. Go follow him. All right. That's power slap for you. The solution.
Wonderful.
The solution.
Jesse, just please do not develop a slight British accent and twang like Miss Quivers has. Jesse, know what else you have in common with Robin. You both hate poor people.
Oh, shut up.
You won't even be in same room with them. Jesse puppet lol, let me design it.
Okay, you design it.
That's fucking funny, man. That's what. Imagine you have a British accent. Ooh, and we start making fun of you. Oh man, yeah. Why did Robin ever get that British accent? What was that about?
She doesn't have a British accent anymore. No, she doesn't have a British accent.
Wonderful.
Damn sausage.
I spelled it right. The rest is a nonsense, not a nuisance.
He's a nonsense, not a nuisance.
Oh, okay. Nonsense. What's a nonsense?
Thank you, damn sausage, for clearing that up.
What's a nonsense?
I don't know. I have no idea. Should we just open up phone lines and just fucking... Should we just do that?
I mean, they've been so freaking generous. Like... Law of attraction.
Yeah, law of attraction's here.
Voiceover Vishmanna flies in on my flying carpet wearing sandals and smelling like hummus to say to you all, my turban has a diamond square in the middle of it that covers the red dot upon me forehead. Ne.
Wow.
Oh my god. I can only imagine who's behind these donations.
Law of attraction. That's another OG.
Now my head's
confused.
My head's spinning because I have a couple people that I could think of.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do.
Wow, talk about nostalgia.
I love it. Yeah, what happened to that guy?
Oh my god.
A lot of OG MMA-Holes popping back from the dead. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just blast through some of the stories. By the way, Chris Wyben's back.
Oh yeah. I posted that.
You excited? The return of Chris Weidman?
I never really cared for Chris Weidman in the first place.
Whoa, back down.
And I mean, how old is the guy now?
You know, oh, here's Lou. I think the meds are kicking in.
He's wearing his MMA-Holes shirt.
Oh, all right, hold on. That's cool, man.
He's wearing his MMA-Holes shirt.
Yeah, let me know if you guys want. Lou, if you're in the chat, if you want me to show the pics, I'll show them.
That's so awesome.
He says, I think the meds are kicking in. Oh, I feel... Lou's going through some shit, man. Some good vibes to Lou. Lou, if you're in the chat, let us know if you want us to show the picture. I'll show it. 'Cause I won't.
He said you can show him.
We can show him? Okay, here we go, guys. So here's Sweet Lou's hog. Sweet Lou's hog. Give me a second here. Okay. So here's Sweet Lou's hog. You know, he's going through a lot of stuff right now, man. But look at him rocking. He's got the MMA-Holes shirt on here. Look at this. Going through some rough times, but he's still showing up to the show in the gear. Come on, baby. Let's go, Lou. Lou hanging in there over there. Been going through a lot of stuff. So guys and gals of the chat, if you can go give... Whoa, what happened here, Lou? What happened? You fell asleep? Did you die on us? What happened here, Lou? Oh, he's back. He's back. All right, here he is. He said the meds are kicking in. He's the man.
That's so awesome.
I was going to show Tropics thing, but I think that's copyrighted. That's cool, man. Look at Lou. What he resorts to do, no one sees him. What's this?
Oh my God.
What's that?
I don't know.
Is he beating off?
I don't know.
Is Lou beating off? I think Lou might be beating off in the bed.
Too.
I think there's a picture of Lou beating off in the bed, so I don't think we would show that. Oh man. Well, Lou, man, I hope everything gets better for you, man. Thank you for your support. Good dude. I think he was masturbating, guys. Go to Discord if you want to see Lou masturbating. That's quite the image.
Yeah, I think they're alluding to some self-pleasure going on in there.
Was the missus under those sheets or something? What was going on? All right. Yeah, so Chris Weidman, who's he facing?
I just heard he was coming back. I don't know if he's facing anybody right
now.
Right
no, the fight's... Oh, you didn't put it... I think you put it in the news, no?
I did. I dropped it, but I didn't read it. I just saw that he was coming back. I didn't know if they announced anything.
Oh, here we go.
Any kind of fight.
Here we go. Brad Tavares. That's who it is. Brad Tavares.
What is he doing? Weidman...
Because he doesn't back down. Like the song. Like his walkout song.
It's too much now. It's too much.
You know what it is? Like, think about what this guy did with Anderson Silva, right? He's got wrestling, right? The guy's a very good wrestler. He's a big guy, too, for the weight class. For middleweight, he's a big guy. And I got to be honest with you, the old Chris Weidman, like the guy that beat Anderson Silva, destroys Adesanya. Destroys him. This Weidman, I don't know.
I was going to say Moss, get off.
I'm not quite sure. But, you know, maybe he's got a titanium shin bone. And, you know,
off the podium, Moss.
When he shoots them, I don't know. I always had a fondness for Chris. And the reason, one, he's a New York guy, right? Two, when we started the channel, he was legit like the first UFC guy I've ever interviewed, right? And this is right after he got, I think he got his head blasted off by Yoel Romero. I can't remember. But yeah, me and V-Neck, we worked together and got him on the Gotham magazine cover. And he was on the cover, and he said he would only do it if Wonder Boy did it, and I was able to do the video for the event. So it was cool, man. So I always had like this thing. You know, always rooted for Chris. But yeah, Brad Tavares, I feel like, is a tough fight. But Tavares is beatable, right? So we'll see. Does Weidman get knocked out again? Like, what happens? Yoel took it for a trophy? Yeah, dude, that was crazy, man. You know, I mean, that fight was fairly competitive until Yoel put his knee through. What was his knee, right? Didn't he knee him or some shit? And fucking broke his face in half? That was vicious. So Weidman's returning. UFC 292. How old's Chris Weidman now? I mean, you know, I'm always going to root for the guy, but... And now he's not in New York anymore. He moved. So Weidman, he's 38. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They still say he's fighting out of Baldwin, but he's not there anymore. Did he move to, like, Georgia or something? I don't know. Or one of the Carolinas? I can't remember. Maybe Carolina. I can't remember where he moved. All right, so what do you guys think? You guys fired up for the return of Chris Weidman?
Let's go, champ.
Or have you had enough of CW? Ryan Kills, been a member for 8 months in a row. He says, me titanium shitbone. My titanium shitbone.
Wonderful.
Here comes D-Man.
Lou Dog looks like he's about to bust a nut in every picture. Lucky man. Wish you well, my man. Hit the fucking likes, look at my ash.
There you go.
Kainoto.
Thank you so much. And a kainoto to you. A kainoto. He does. Lou does look like he's gonna bust it on those pictures. All right, so Chris Weidman coming back. Let's see. You guys pumped up about that? You're like, yeah, enough. Meh. Y'all smoked him out. Let's see. He should box Rockhold and BKFC. You know what? I would be down for that. I always wanted to see the rematch. We got robbed of that rematch, man. If Weidman doesn't do that like fucking cartwheel kick or whatever the fuck he was trying to do, that whole thing, everything would have changed.
No.
Yeah, I'm
it was
telling
gonna
you.
happen no matter what.
Weidman had the
That
belts,
leg
man.
was food.
No. I'm talking about the fight against Rockhold, the first fight against Rockhold.
Oh.
That literally changed everything for Weidman. Like, that was the worst thing that could have ever happened to Chris Weidman. I'm sure he has nightmares of that. And then everything just fell apart. You ever get smashed and crash drunk? What do you mean, drive drunk and what? Is that what you're saying?
Crash a car?
No. Guido, the IQ is very high here tonight. Fugan, love the MMA-Holes. Jason, we love you, man. Chris versus Connor, baddest shin, motherfucker. Yeah. Guido, he's a cool dude. All right. What else we got over here? Let's see what else we got in the news. What'd you start with? You start with the Weidman story?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Americani, Trevin Jones, and 4 more fights removed. Oh yeah. So oh boy. Okay. So let's look at the fights that were removed here. UFC has removed 6 veteran fighters from the roster after completed contracts. Okay, here we go. Americani, Tony Gravely. I did not know that Tony was removed. Oh man. Oh, I feel bad for Tony, man. Damn. Omar Morales, Trevin Jones, Batcherel is gone. Dana, Monir Lizez. Oh, I'm bummed about Tony. Damn, Tony. A CES fighter. He'd probably go back to CES. I like Gravely. He's a good dude. That sucks. Oh, now I'm bummed out. Now I'm all bummed out.
So is Dana White.
Why?
He's not happy about the card changes.
Oh, you talking about the pay-per-view coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that story? That's what I thought I was going to read.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think it's
hold
in
on.
there.
Okay, so this is pretty funny. I saw Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira are going to link up. You see this?
Oh, I didn't read it, but I did post. I saw.
I'm actually giving you breaking news right now, Pereira said via his translator on the MMA Hour. Sean Strickland coming to Connecticut next week for 1 week to train with me for his next fight. Oh my God, dude. Dude, inject this into my fucking veins. Sean Strickland and Pereira. Like, could you imagine these two hit it off and they're just like the next like big thing together? Dude, that'd be hilarious, man. Strickland and Pereira. So he's going to Connecticut for that. This is why I wish I was still in New York and we were like close and we can just hop, skip, and a jump, just fucking show up, you know? That's cool, man. So I like it, man. I think that's a duo that I would like to see after Pereira took his soul. This could be some fun clips. Big scary Brazilian. Latifi removed from UFC roster. Not surprised. Let's see. Sergio Pettis admits there's fear ahead of Patricio Pitbull. Not surprised. Oliveira chasing McGregor fight. Everyone knows Conor doesn't want to fight you. Let's see. Battered Vancouver fight card. Here we go. So this card is a hot mess.
Yeah. Dana's not happy.
It was never good.
Oh, snap. Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd. Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd. Got MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes
Oh my
in the
God.
crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Oh my God, dude.
Please take me back.
Oh my God, dude. Let me know in the chat if you get that.
That's a good one.
That might be the best of the bunch. That guy was the worst. Wasn't he threatening to like sue us and shit? That dude?
No.
Or kill us? Well, he threatened something.
No.
Yeah.
No, he just
He was gonna sue us.
No, he wasn't.
Yes. How do you not remember that? Dude lost his shit at the end. That's why we completely removed him, because he threatened us. If he never threatened us, I would have never fucking removed him. He was giving us this nonsense over and over again. He was pushing his weight around.
He just
and
kept,
then at
like,
the end, he like said he was going to sue us. Oh, because I was making fun of him being gay. He said it was. I remember this clear as day. Yeah, I was making fun of him because I thought he was gay, and he said he wasn't. I disagreed. Nothing wrong with being gay, but he said it was like. What did he say it was?
It doesn't matter.
So I got rid of him. Anyway. Rest in peace. It was good knowing you. All right, UFC 289. let's see, which takes place this weekend. Who's out? Another hit, losing a light heavyweight. Let's see. Khalil Roundtree versus Chris Daukaus. Oh, I didn't know it was that one. Roundtree versus Daukaus is off. The reason for the removal is still a bit cloudy. MMA Junkie broke the news and cited an injury to Daukaus was the reason. So what else is off the card now? That's the only fight, though, that's off the card, right? So let's look at this thing. Let's look at this fucking mess of a card. Canada always gets the shaft. The UFC always gives Canada... My Canadians in the chat. Why does UFC always got to do you guys dirty, man? They're finally back. How many years has it been since the UFC's been in Canada because of stupid COVID shit? You finally come back, and like the co-main event's good, but I mean, come on with this thing. You got Mike Mallet versus Fugit. I know he's a Canadian guy. Ige versus Landwehr is a good fight. Anders Barriou. You got Imavov versus Curtis. Fantastic stuff. Still prelims. Why can't we put that on the main card? But I guess they're going to get the pay-per-view sales. Jasuda Vicious versus Maverick. Not terrible. Not terrible. Not great. Maverick's fun, and Jasuda Vicious got the Canadian pride, and she's got a little momentum now. Zahabi, isn't that the Ariel Helwani guy? Let's see. Versus, how do you say this guy's name again? Ari Keelang. Blake Builder versus Kyle Nelson. Steve Ursog versus David Dvorak. And the return of Diane Belbita, who's been out for a minute. She's like the Twitter thought. And then Maria Oliveira, who has like one of the best asses in the game. Battle of the Beauties to open the card.
He's got a penis down there, and I like what I see. Pee-pee. He's got a penis down there, and I like what I see.
This is definitely an OG.
He's got a penis down there, and I like what I see. Pee-pee. He's got a penis down there, and I like what I see.
Oh my God.
Pee-pee.
Very OG, very OG. This one too.
I've been watching you.
Mr. Cuck Simp has returned. Oh my God. Mr. Cuck Simp. Oh my God, dude. Well, whoever this is, definitely OG, and I appreciate the donations. Wow, Mr. Cuck Simp. Remember that one, Jess?
I remember.
Oh, Mr. Cuck Simp was one of the best. Mets Orange. Yeah, that was the old studio. The old Orange studio. That was a fun studio, man. We had a good time there. We had a good time. Thank you so much. Very kind of you to drop that donation there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, I'll rejoin.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about him.
He was a big donator.
He was nice
Guy. Yeah, and then he got mad at us, though. He did get mad at us.
What did he get mad for?
I don't know. He got mad and kind of.
Did he get mad or did he just leave?
And then he like found
I thought
God.
he just left.
Nah, it was a
He
rocky.
didn't get mad at us.
It was a rocky ending.
No.
Rumor has it that they are so desperate to fix the Vancouver fight card that they are considering putting 2 joints in the octagon versus a beaver. They are offering a bag of weed to show and didn't bother with win details. Let's go, Canada.
Let's
Canada.
go. I would like to see that. 2 joints on the card. Let me know in the chat if you would like to see 2 joints on the card. Oh yeah, Texas veteran. I'm surprised he hasn't donated yet.
Let them give ideas. Let them come to us. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funnier when they think of it, because when we think of it, it's just like we just go down a rabbit hole.
I tell you what, they pulled up some good ones here that like I haven't thought about in years. Yeah. So I got to be honest with you. Listen, are there fights and matchups on here that are good? Yeah, there are some good matchups. But I got to be honest with you. I don't feel $85 is worth it. It's another pay-per-view that I'm like, yeah, whatever. I also feel it's a slap in the face to Canada. You haven't been there. Did anyone figure out how many years it's been since? Was it like 8 years? Like, when was the last time UFC was in Canada? And this is like, okay, we're back. Amanda Nunes versus Aldana. Aldana's, she's good, man. She's a solid fighter. She looks like she belongs in the Dark Crystal. But I don't care. I just don't. And then you got the champs fighting. I don't care. Let's headline the card with 2 Brazilians, a Mexican, and where's Benny from? What's that flag? Iran. Iranian. He doesn't seem like that. He seems very, he seems like, everyday dad. American seems like. Doesn't seem like he's Iranian, but he is. Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think about this card? Lost another fight on. That's a bummer. He's 11 on this thing. Hopefully it stays intact. There are some good fights, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel 85 is worth it. I don't know. I think it's silly. 85 is a bit steep. What they are charging for Ryan versus Tank, and we saw how that turned out. Yeah, I mean, the co-main events got juice. It's probably going to be a good scrap. But at the end of the day, I mean, they say he could be guaranteed a title shot if he wins. I guess Charlie Alves gets another crack, right? But then who knows, man? The UFC changes their mind all the time. You just never know. All right. Anyway, who cares? Let's move on because we got to take phone calls. And there's a lot of stories. UFC 289 commentary team broadcast. Like I said before, I mean, it's a super simple fix. Joe Rogan can't make it, no problem. Just have a color commentator and a play-by-play guy. Who's on the team now?
Felder.
So it's Felder, but who is it? It's Felder, Anik, and who? And DC?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see. Details will be working.
Michael Bisping.
I hope not Bisping. I tell you what, Bisping's probably the worst.
Really?
Listening
I don't
to
mind him.
Have you listened to him? When was the last time you listened to him? No, as a commentary guy. Go back and watch the main event.
When was the last time I listened to a?
He's not good.
He's not that bad.
He's not good. I like Bisping. I don't mind Bisping as a personality talking MMA. I don't mind it.
I do think Bisping is a little bit of a misogynist towards Lorosenko, though.
Oh my God, you had to hear these two.
I think Bisping has like a power trip over women or something like that. Like I do think that.
He wouldn't let her say a fucking word. Like they're on a televised broadcast on ESPN, right?
Because she's a woman.
And Lorosenko was trying to crowbar her way into the conversation.
As she should.
And it was almost like they were competing for time. And then when Sanko had a chance to talk, she was stuttering. And it was just weird. She
probably felt really overwhelmed because he was like he was literally probably
he's a cyclops.
Power tripping her. Like
he's not I don't think he's a dick towards her. I don't think he's like
I think he's just a misogynist.
I just think he doesn't understand what he's doing, you know?
He understands.
You think he
yeah.
Yeah?
You think about this.
Listen here. I don't know how to do his voice.
A woman walks in and
you gotta work on it.
And starts doing your job, and she does it really well. You know, he's a man and he's got this like macho mentality about him. His first instinct is going to be to try and one up her. That's going to be his first instinct.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for Sanko, but then I'm like, you know what? I mean, if you can't hang,
she hung. She's
you didn't listen to it.
But here's the thing: she's not complaining.
Well, I mean, what's she gonna do? She's got the opportunity.
So what's the problem?
What do you mean she's not complaining?
She's not complaining.
Okay, but she's made look like an idiot. Like it was bad.
How?
All right, well, I don't know. I hate it.
It's not on her if he's acting like a dick.
He wasn't. He was just taking over. He took over the show. It was the Bisping. It was the Michael Bisping show, and his sidecast. What was the other guy? Fitzgerald? I don't even know who the other guy is. 2 fucking people, guys. That's it. Just like the old days. Goldie and Rogan. Done. And if you had Anik and, I don't know, Brian Stan, whatever. Done. Why do we need 3? There's no reason for it. Have a guy that kind of gives the commentary. There's not even a play-by-play guy. Ooh, nice right. That's what they say.
Anik.
No. It was like, ooh, nice right. Like, there's no play-by-play.
Well, maybe they're not doing that now because you can actually see the fight. So it's like, what's
bizarre.
The point of...
I'm not asking blow by blow, but it's just weird. There's not much descriptive stuff going on. It's just basically like a debate between commentators about styles, and I don't know, and then they get off on a tangent, and then the other one tries to pull them back in. It was weird, man. Very weird.
Maybe you're just too used to how we do things over here. So, like, when you listen to it...
Hold on a second. Sorry. You wasn't in the pre-broadcasting meeting. What if she asked Bisping for the hand for some reason? What? What does that even mean? What if she was asking Bisping for the hand? Oh, my God. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll take calls in a sec. I'll take it in a sec. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. I'll take calls in a sec. I'll take it in a sec. All right. Now you can call in now. Just Stay on standby and I'll pick you up. I don't know. It's weird, man. Looks like a meth addict in this shirt. Head rush. Fortune favors the brave. What the fuck are you talking about? Bisping thinks he's on his podcast when he's cage side. Sanko is actually good. Yeah, Sanko is good. She was overpowered. Huh?
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah. Right. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree. I think Sanko is good. You got to listen to the commentary though to have like to understand what I'm talking about here. Like it's like cringy, man. Really cringy.
I believe you though. I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's bad. At least Goldie has one-liners. Yeah, there was a charismatic, fun thing. Goldie messed up. He was human. It happened. Bisping messed up on the play-by-play too as well. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, he was saying the wrong name, doing something. You know, so they're human. They make mistakes. But it's just amplified when there's three of them and they just can't get a word in edgewise. You know, it was really strange. Joe Rogan isn't even good going to Vancouver card. No, he doesn't. Well, he doesn't travel out of the U.S. anymore. He does all the, you know, in-state pay-per-views now. And not even all of those. Like Rogan's kind of pulled back.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Rumor has it that none of the announcers want to go to Canada. You two better find a babysitter because the call is coming. Maybe Big Mo can fill in for Buffer. He has a passport.
That's something to think about. I tell you what, man, I do think the UFC does need to get on. There's a gazillion fight companions now, right? We've literally started a fucking movement of fight companions. It's gotten crazy now, like dime a dozen, right? They're all over the place. So if it's that popular, why doesn't the UFC have? They had the Snoopcast. Why don't they have an official sideshow freaking fight commentary? Makes no sense. You have a choice.
Because they're owned by Disney now, so they have to be more like vigilant about.
So do it on your YouTube channel. Or do it on, I don't know. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. So you're saying because ESPN Plus won't allow the craziness?
I have a feeling there's clauses involved.
Maybe. There's got to be a way. When the ESPN's deal is over, you know, and you have a more lenient fucking company that you're working with, I don't know. I feel like you should have, or fight. What about what's it called? Fight Pass. You know, they have Fight Pass. Why not air it on Fight Pass?
Use Fight Pass anymore?
No, I don't use it, but still, it's there.
I don't think anybody uses Fight Pass.
I don't know, but give them an option. There should be three options. There should be the commentators. There should be the ultimate commentary that's fun, like just fun, loosey-goosey commentary. And then they should have mute. You just hear the sounds of the fight and the crowd and Bruce Buffer. That's it. I would love that. I would love to be able to just tune in and hear the cracks of the strikes with zero commentary. It would be great for our show when we do play-by-play because I could actually hear the combat happening.
Yeah, but it doesn't bring in the casual fan by doing that.
But if you have three options, if you're paying $85 for a pay-per-view, you should have three options. You're showing the same broadcast, just three audio options. When I click on ESPN,
more money.
When I click on ESPN, there's many different options there, but different languages. So you have different commentators, Espanol or whatever the hell it is. You have different languages you could listen to it. Why can't we have a mute?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Right? Just take out the commentary. Because I got to be honest, in the rewatch, I did not want to listen to them. I was like, you guys, I don't know. Anyway, who is the third person? Is it DC? Megan O'Leary, longtime UFC correspondent Megan O'Leary will conduct pre- and post interviews. Bruce Buffer's the announcer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, DC, Felder, and Anik. Okay, let me ask you a question. If Anik was the play-by-play guy, who would you rather have as the one-color commentary guy? DC or Felder?
Oof. DC.
DC?
Yeah.
Probably me too, because he's fun. But yeah. Felder is better, but right? If you just think about X's and O's and just someone...
Well, I think DC can be more biased.
DC is a little biased, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm looking for fun, I guess DC is a little more fun.
Yeah. Felder's less biased, but I think DC is more entertaining to listen to.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, if you could mix the two of them, you'd be all right. But yeah, it's true. You have two different extremes between... And that's probably like, that's why we got three guys. It's So they could just fucking talk all over each other. Felder doesn't really, he's not very charismatic.
Yeah, it's hard to listen to Felder for long term.
Yeah, I like DC, but as a commentator, I have my problems with him as well. You know? Dominic Cruz is like a robot. He's like an asshole robot. What are we doing with this? Bring back Goldie and Rogan. Jeez, it was no problem. Like, I got to be honest with you. Like, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. It could be. But I look at this picture right here. I do not get excited. I'm like, oh, and they show this as the commentary team? I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
If Rogan were there between Anik and DC, I think it would be a little more exciting.
That's why Rogan, he's got that it factor. Even if you think his commentary has gotten worse along the way, he's still Joe Rogan. And you still have that nostalgia. You still have, you know what you're going to get.
There's still a feeling you get.
Yeah.
When you see him there on the commentary team.
Yep. It's so true. Like with Rogan there is that. And I got to be honest with you, Anik is not a bad, he's a good professional.
He belongs there. Anik belongs there.
He does. He's very good at what he does, but I have to be honest with you, he doesn't excite me. I don't be like, oh yeah, Anik's there.
Yeah, but I could listen to Anik. Like, he has that voice for commentary.
But does he excite you?
I think paired well with Rogan, yes. I think, yes. If
Okay.
it was just Anik, then probably not.
Not me.
But paired with Rogan or paired with DC, I think it's a little more.
I used to get excited when I would see pictures of Goldie and Rogan. Like, legit. Before we did the show, if I saw pictures of Goldie and Rogan.
But that could just be nostalgia screaming at
maybe
you.
it's nostalgia. Maybe it is. But Goldie was, like we said in the chat before, charismatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was lovable. You know? Like, where Anik, and I have nothing against John Anik. His brother follows us on Twitter, Jesse. His twin brother. But I have nothing against Anik in any way. And I'm not trying to shit on Anik. I'm just saying, me as a fan, I don't get excited. And that's why, like, us doing our commentary and shit like that, maybe that's what it is. I never had a chance to, like, latch on to John as a fan. I never had that opportunity to really latch on to him because we've been doing this YouTube channel. But Goldie and Rogan, yes. 100%. 100%. Nostalgic, get excited about cards. Even if a card was lackluster, I still want to hear what they had to say. I don't care what any of these three have to say. I legit don't care. Let me know in the chat what you think of the trio that's going to be on the mic for UFC Canada. Let's see. I want Don Fry, Bas Rutten, Pat Miletich, best commentary, in my humble opinion. That's a good one. Stop ducking KFC. Goldie was high on coke. He said to me he wasn't. I'm going to believe Mike. I'm going to take Mike's side. Goldie and Rogan, hands down, made fights more exciting. I agree. They weren't perfect, but I don't know. It just worked. I seen Goldie in the studio. I don't care. I listen to the MMA-Holes. That's true. Majority of the people in the chat just listen to us anyway, so it's a silly conversation, I guess, right? So we'll move on.
Wonderful.
Kainutu?
Can you imagine if a guy felt that he wasn't getting enough likes on Twitter, so he chirped up and took a bunch of pics and posted them for clout? Fuck Shonko. Either you're a pro journalist or a cum dumpster. Moss, please check out GIF section. Love you, Lou.
Wow. Oh my God, dude. I can show this. Okay, ready? Okay, so it's like a story, guys. Ready? So here's what's happening. Oh my God, Jesse, look what's there. Oh, there's Lou. There he is. Wow, he's having a good time. All right. Okay. All right. Is there anything else? I don't care. All right, I'm gonna take phone calls. Actually, let me take. You want to start taking phone calls? I gotta take a quick leak. No?
I'm outie.
You're outie?
Yeah, I gotta
take the first call. How about this?
No.
It's been a minute.
No.
Talk to Pulse.
No.
You want
I'm
to take the Pulse?
I'm not taking calls now. If you want to go to a break, but I gotta bounce.
No, I don't want to break. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to break. I want to just take a leak and then just go right into the calls.
Okay, but I'm not taking a call.
All right, which person here?
I am not taking a call.
Which one do you want to talk to? Kevin?
They can wait.
D-Rest?
They can wait.
Is D-Rest calling? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I got to take a leak. Jesse doesn't want to take calls.
I'll read the chat.
I can read the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Actually, you know what? You want to do a quick sponsor shout out and then hop in the chat? Yeah, give him another shout out.
No, because I can't change it from over here.
You can.
No.
You go here, and then go to the fucking live chat. You're good. Okay? I'll be right back.
CBDX promo code MMA-Holes if you guys want to get high. CBDX.com. This is not CBD. This is THC. So you must be at least 18 or not 18, 21 or over to purchase. Can't remember. DeMoss doesn't have it on the thing anymore. Also, check your local state law, CBDX.com. Use promo code MMA-Holes. It's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. If you want to make some bets on the fights this weekend, head over to mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES, to receive a 100% match on your first deposit. And make sure you tune in on Friday night when Moss makes his picks and bets, and you can match up your bets with Moss's bets. Head Rush is provider of the highest quality authentic apparel for lifestyle, MMA, and action sports enthusiasts. Head over to Head Rush with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And while you're wearing Head Rush above, make sure you're wearing sheath underneath. Sheath underwear, baby. That's sheathunderwear.com, SHEATH underwear.com. Use promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And if you want to watch the fights this weekend, head over to ESPN Plus. Link in the description. Link in the description to ESPN Plus. When you use our link, you're also helping out the MMA-Holes. So make sure you only use our link. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's take some phone calls. Hop in our Discord. Sorry about the ear aids. You done with that? Okay. Sorry about the ear aids, but we were adjusting microphones. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the donators. And if you want to donate, hit the Streamlabs. Hit the Streamlabs or hit the Super Chat. I do appreciate it. You want to become a member, hit the join button. Or you can gift memberships as well. Flush out the lurkers. All right, so if you'd like to call the show, go into our Discord. The link is in the description. We'll take a call from anyone from anywhere. So shoot on in. Is this? Hold on a second. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. I'm going to call Death. I said it was a missed call. And I feel like we should talk to Death first, since Death is the man who has been very, very generous. So Death, you have a chance to answer. If not, we move on, and I'll take the other calls in queue. We have the sweet sounds of the shower in the background. It looks like Death is not going to answer. Okay, Death, you're done. And here we go. We should have now Pulse. Pulse, you there?
Can you hear me?
I can. Hold on one second here. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay. All right. There we go. We're good. What's going on, Pulse?
Oh, not too much, man. I just had a statement about 289, then a question for you about old stream from back in the day.
Okay. Shoot.
Okay, so I know 289 is not shaping up to be the best card, but the main and co-main are intriguing to me, especially the main event, because, you know, we already have Yair as the interim champ, and we got Moreno, and now we got Grasso. Mm-hmm. If Ariel Aldana wins, that's a fourth Mexican champ.
True. That is true.
And it's like, you know, when this first started, Brazilians were running ship, and then, you know, as of late, we've seen Dagestanis come in here and do their thing. But it's like, who would have ever thought Mexico would have been a hotbed for MMA? You know?
I tell you, man. Well, you think about what they've done in boxing, right? And, you know, the Cain Velasquez's, if you consider him Mexican, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's been Mexican talent. It just seems like the UFC is really targeting in on that demographic, and these stars are shining right now. We got some real solid Mexican talent. And if Aldana wins, that is pretty big for the UFC for sure.
Right, I know. And I feel like it could happen because we saw Juliana Pena knock her out. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Aldana, she's a good boxer. This might happen Saturday.
It could happen. It could. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards Amanda, but are you picking Aldana?
I you know, I gotta plug it. I've made my picks official on my channel. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you want to see who I'm picking, you know where to find it.
All right. So if you want to see Pulse pick Irene Aldana, go to his channel, Pulse's Picks. Okay.
Okay, and then I had a question about back in the day when y'all had the Brooklyn meetup.
Okay.
When you first met Kenshiro, right?
Yeah.
Because I know, it's minutes in our nature to kind of size somebody up when we see him for the first time. Did he look like a guy who could fight?
I remember him being very flexible. He wasn't like the biggest guy in the world, but he was like, he seemed like I think he was throwing a couple of high kicks when we were at the event, so it seemed like he could fight.
No, because I've seen on his channel, he's got video of him kicking a heavy bag, and it's like, he really knows what he's doing,
It seems like it, yeah. Yeah, it does seem like that.
Okay, okay. That was my only question. I was just wondering, did he seem like nerdy, or did he seem like a guy who could handle himself?
A little bit of both, I would say. A little bit of both. He's a nice guy, Kenshiro. Nice guy. All right, Pulse. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, later.
There you go. It's Pulse talking about another OG. Yeah, Kenshiro. Kenshiro was a staple of our show. Another lost MMA hole. Johnny Walker. You there, Johnny Walker? Kevin from Chicago.
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
What's going on with you?
How's them summer Arizona nights?
Oh, it's beautiful. Today, I was like 100 degrees. I was outside. I was working out with the baby, and it was hot.
Hot and humid. Dry?
Dry. No humidity.
Dry.
Yeah, humidity wasn't bad. Just very hot and dry.
Hell yeah. What are we talking about? We're talking about this fight? Yeah, I could care less. The only reason you're into it because you put $100 down on it. You put a bill.
That's right.
You put a stack. So you're invested big time. Don't it feel good when it hits?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it feels. Hell yeah. All I gotta say about that is the fake Maury lost, and rightfully so. I mean, what a dork! I seen pictures of this dude's family. He's milquetoast white.
Wait, the fake
dude's
who?
Mayonnaise white.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Kai Kara France.
Okay.
He's out there acting like he's some Maori, some indigenous person. Dude, you're white as fuck. So cringy. It's so cringy. You see Dan Hooker. He's getting all the indigenous tattoos. He's trying to join his fellow countrymen and be another fake Maori or whatever he's doing. Just cringy. It's like those white people who pretend they're Native American from tribe Cherokee Nation or some shit.
So you're calling
white.
So he's a fraud. He's a phony, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not even that he's a fraud. It's just he's cringy. That's what it is. He's a cringy little dork, little cringy dork with his little goofy haircut, and that alone deserved to get knocked out. Anyways, a couple fights I'm looking forward to next week. Benny Darush. I feel like it's finally his time. He's gonna go in there. Impressive performance. I think Charles Oliveira's done. I think he's on his way out. He went out there, got a championship, and I think we'll see him on his way out. Benny's gonna show him the door.
Interesting.
And we'll see. Yep. And I think we got Nate the Train in the UFC, baby. Nate the Train in the UFC. That's right. Nate the Train. What a beast. What an entertainer. I'm looking forward to him versus 50K Ige. That'll be a banger. And I'm looking forward to your boy Curtis against the French-Russian, the French Dagestani. I feel like that fight's going to show up. That's going to be a barn burner. Other than that, Amanda Nunes versus Aldana, I could care less. And the rest of the fights, I could care less. But those three intrigue me. What's your thoughts on that? I'll leave you to it. Have a good one, everybody.
Right,
That's it.
There he is. Kevin from Chicago. Well, I got to say, I actually don't disagree with much that he said. I'm pretty much on the same page. There's not much disagreeing. Who knows? Maybe this Saturday I'll just get high as a kite. I have no idea. On Amanda Nunes and Irene Aldana. It's an interesting matchup. It is interesting. And Amanda she's beaten all the best, right? So you got to give her respect. Both girls are what, 35? 35 years of age. Nunes and Aldana. And Aldana, there's been some rumblings about, she's almost on her way out. She's got multiple kids and stuff, and she wants to do the family life, and she's pretty much accomplished everything. There's really not much more to accomplish. And then she was supposed to fight Juliana Pena, and here comes Irene Aldana marching in, and she's on a 2-fight finish streak. Yana Santos, formerly known as Kunitskaya, and Macy Chasson. Last loss was to Holly, the preacher's daughter, Holm, but that was 2 years and 7 months ago. So she's been quite the finishing streak since then. So, I mean, interesting matchup. I think that the UFC would probably rather Aldana win. I think that's the girl they're probably pushing for in this fight, just for the whole Mexican pride, and I get it. But I think Tapu is going to win the fight. And, yeah, I'm putting all my eggs in the Amanda Nunes basket. Think she's going to win.
Wonderful.
She's going to Holly Holmer.
Kevin from Chicago is on point again. Kai is a milky ass, phony ass bitch. Look at my ass.
Just look at my ass, please. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Kai Kara France fan. I'm not. Nothing. Like I can't really pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's that fight on Saturday. He usually is a pretty exciting fighter. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is all the war shit that he's doing. And his tongue's always out of his head. I don't know. Man, it gets old. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I don't hate the guy. Maybe it's because he's a fraud. Maybe Kevin figured it out. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. What do you guys think about Kai Kara France? Are you fans? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Let me know. I think a lot of people do like him. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. I just can't I can't put my finger on him. I'm just kind of like, it is what it is with that dude. Sausage. We got some sausage in the building. All right, sausage, you hear me?
You there?
Yes. What's going on?
I had you on mute.
Okay. What's going on? Long time no speak.
So like a lot of people, I thought fucking Kai won the fight when it happened, but I don't know. I was looking at the stats and shit and what you were saying, and maybe he didn't. But either way, I don't think either one of those guys fucking beat Moreno right now after that performance.
Yeah, I mean that'd be tough for me to debate. I was like, oh man, Albazi. I don't know. I expected more from him in that fight. Nothing against Kara France, but I thought Albazi would have done better. And yeah, in that fight, we know Kara France already lost, got finished. And, you see that version of Albazi against Moreno. I don't know, man. It seems like Moreno would have his number.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know about the flyweight division. I mean, there's a few good guys there, but I think like Moreno and Figgy had us forgetting about how trash a lot of the guys were. They're so good.
Yeah.
I think that the flyweight may be getting on the chopping block again sometime in the future.
Well, yeah, I do feel like I do like Brandon Royval a lot. They say he's supposed to be next, but who knows? Who knows? It's all about the money, But I think DJ comes right back into the mix and just takes everyone out, takes that belt right back easily. If he ever were to come back, I know that's never going to happen, but still, that it is a little frustrating.
He's making good money over there in one.
How about Pantoja? The Joseph Roy in the chat saying is Anu. It's possible.
We'll see. I don't know if he's going to beat Moreno.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really sleep on Pantoja. I think a lot of us are going to look past him, but you do got to give him some sort of respect. The dude is solid.
Yeah, and another thing from Saturday's card, gotta give shout out to Jim Miller, that fucking nasty ass KO. I know the guy was like a fucking newbie and shit, but still, that was fucking, that was some carnage right there.
Yeah, it's funny. Usually we like run through the entire card. I was just so hung up on that main event and the nonsense of the decision. But yeah, I mean Jim Miller. I mean, listen, when I found out the guy came in on short notice, I mean even more. Like, I wasn't shocked at all that Miller did that, but Miller is still a fucking G, man. That dude is game. I love watching Miller fight.
Shame he never got to a fucking title shot.
Yeah, that would be cool, right? He's like the working man's champ. He's a weird-looking dude, too. He's got the big head and the little compact body, but he can submit you. He can knock you out. He can go to a war with you, a decision. Does it all.
I can't keep my sausage out of his mouth.
He loves that sausage.
Earlier today, I sent him some meme basically calling him racist, and he keeps sending me fucking dick shit, and it reminded me of the fucking, Super Bad. You know, the part where Jonah Hill was talking about when he was a little kid drawing pictures of dicks everywhere?
Yeah, that was actually a pretty funny
scene. That's kind of as a kid, just drawing pictures of dicks.
Probably accurate. Did he deny it or no?
He didn't deny it. Then he sent me another fucking dick pic, and I was like, yep, you're just proving my point.
I had friends in school that was that guy that loved drawing pictures of dicks. Like, it was just their thing. They did it so well. So, yeah, you never know. He's a good artist. He might be that guy.
Yeah, didn't you draw a picture of you hugging onto a dick once?
It's in my bathroom. Yeah, it's me hugging on like a uncircumcised small cock and balls. It's still in my bathroom. Yeah.
Hey, it was supposed to be McGregor's nuts or something.
Yeah. Yep. That was it.
I had a few OGs pop in tonight, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to see them crawl out of the woodwork. You know, I've missed them. It's good to see them back.
I was waiting for some of the Begos or something. Almond, bro.
Yeah, that would have been good. Or V. I was waiting on that one. That one haunts my dreams.
I don't know whatever happened to that guy.
Yeah. Some very interesting characters from back in the day that will never leave my mind.
Who else? Fucking Brian Royer, Mr. Caps Lock King.
Oh my God.
Your favorite G-Man Mule.
Yeah, Brian Royer. Whatever happened to that guy? That guy was something else.
I don't know. I don't even see him in any of the chats anymore.
Yeah,
he used to go into like the MMA fighting chats.
I have a feeling a lot of them evolved into different characters that might even still be in the chat, but just revamped their persona. You know?
I'm not gonna out him, but Law of Attraction's still here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it like as a regular?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, mostly the second channel.
Huh. Law of Attraction. Well, who could he be? I don't know.
I think if you look for him, you'll find him.
Has he actually said it to you?
No, but I can tell. I mean,
no.
Most of the time, I said a few things that only he would get, and he kind of gave me the nod.
Interesting. Yeah, it's just fucking too many people now to even keep track of, so I don't even know who the hell's who anymore. It's too confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, fucking Robo or Hearns was doing some trolling, fucking saying Oliveira had pulled out with a hernia. I was like, God damn it, don't say that.
Oof.
But he was just fucking trolling.
Dude, that would be...
I know, that would kill that fucking card. Lose that fight.
That'd be devastating. You know what I would do? I would immediately put Chris Curtis up in co-main event. Save the card. Make a main event.
I swear to God, if he loses again and fucking cries about it, I'm going to have to block him on Twitter or something.
Yeah, chances are he will. Yeah, I gotta reach back out and get him back on. Now that he's doing the scene, I see he's doing all the interviews again. So I just kind of like as soon as I get that like feeling that like, all right, I think I'm overstaying my welcome. I just literally fall off the face of the earth. I should revisit though. I haven't talked to Chris in a while, so.
Or maybe you could go on their podcast.
That'd be fun. That would be fun, man. Showing fucking Strickland he's a loony.
Well, he called fucking Amanda Nunes Blanca from Street Fighter. That was hilarious.
Yeah, he's good, man. Like, that is a podcast that needs to stay on the internet. Curtis and Strickland, no doubt about it. Just gotta, they gotta just keep showing paid. Like, as long as they can find a way to make him, get paid, he'll keep coming back. If he's doing that shit, making peanuts, he's never gonna fucking stay there.
Fuck. What else from the card should we talk about? Need to be talked about.
I got to be honest with you. I am not excited about 289 at all. Like, I'm always excited about fights, but I am not excited to actually purchase the pay-per-view. I am not. Like, I'm actually dreading purchasing this purchase because I don't feel like it's worth it. I really don't. But
yeah, this one's not that great.
No. I mean, listen, it could be a fun card. Like, there could be fun matchups on this thing. It just doesn't, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll wake up that day. And by the way, the picture of Aldana on the poster, my God, it looks like she's been through, it looks like AI fucked around and made her into a different person. Like, I don't know. She's looking like Lou Diamond Phillips or some shit. She looks like La Bamba. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Someone posted on Twitter a picture of her fight with Holly Holmes, and Holmes was on her mounted fucking ground and pounder. So Holmes can fucking get her down, dude. Nunes probably gonna whoop her ass.
Yeah, I know that was like 2 years ago, but still, I foresee the same thing. I feel Amanda Nunes will legit do that and then some. I do feel that. Aldana's a scary striker, but yeah, listen, Amanda Nunes, she's ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. He's gonna smash her up. I do feel that's gonna happen.
All right, so that's pretty much it. Just want to give a quick shout out to Too Sweet by God, Lou Dog. Hope he feels better and gets better.
That's right, Lou Dog. Hopefully he does get better, man. We're all rooting for Big Lou Dog. Thank you, Sausage, for the call. Appreciate it, my man.
Yep. All right. Later, Slapnuts.
All right, there he is. D-Rest, would you like to chat? Would you like to chat? We have 2 joints on the line. We're going to take him next. But D-Rest, it would be fun. It would be fun to end the show with you, or I'll pose something else. Since D-Rest has been very generous tonight, like super generous. If he wants us to play a specific tune that he put together, shoot it into the DM and we will play that. How about that? Would you like to hear a D-Rest original? He has original music that he puts together, and you got to go check out his channel. It's very unique, and I will play that. But you have 2 opportunities, D-Rest. It's only fair. It's only fair. All right, here we go. 2 joints. Let's take the joints. And hit that like. Yeah, right, Kainota? What the hell, man? Hit the fucking like. 2 joints. How you doing?
Hey, Chris, brother. How's the audio tonight? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, coming in crisp.
Oh, well, I'm super happy for that. So just, I got a bunch of UFC stuff, but just a quick congratulations on Logan, because this might be one of the last times I talk to you before you have your son, and congratulations. We'll just keep that short and sweet.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'm pretty excited for you guys. So obviously UFC Vancouver is a bit of a joke. I mean, I'm just super disappointed that Dana figured having a women's fight would really be a great way to break back into the Canadian market, but I don't think it is. Nunes is going to get her to the ground and she's going to maul her, and if it goes past 2 rounds, I would be super surprised, Moss, to be honest with you. So, I mean...
So you think it's going to be a quick end? I mean, what do you think? So like UFC has been kind of like waiting to get back to Canada. They're finally there, and then they put this card together. Is it a bummer, or are you just happy that they're in Canada?
Honestly, it's a bummer just the way they have it set up. If they think that, you know, this is what people are going to settle for, to pay for the pay-per-view and to pay the prices to get into this fucking event, I don't know. I think they should have flip-flopped it around. Charles and Benny as the main, Moss, and have Nunes and Aldana as the co.
Wow.
Like, you know how many more tickets he would have sold maybe, and made people happy that they have to pay that amount for the event. But that's just me. I mean, I'm only 6 hours away, and even if I had the money and the way to get there, I wouldn't go. I'd rather watch it on your channel, buddy. So
they might as well just have Mike Mallet 5-rounder against Fugget in the main event. They might as well do that.
Yeah, they've got a few Canadians on the card, but nothing to shine about. But what I want to talk about quickly, Moss, is Saturday's card. Albazi and Kai. You just never leave it to the judges. I mean, I think all these people watching this show at this second, Moss, should understand that no matter what happens, no matter what that scorecard looks like or the stats, it's up to those 3 fucking guys, man. And if they see something different than we do, that's the way it is. And that's... You know, I'm not going to apologize for my New Zealand and Australian friends because that's called life, you know?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't like Kai Kara France was pounding his face into the mat for 5 straight rounds. You know, that's not what we've seen here. It wasn't complete domination. It was a freaking close fight. So, I think it's just so silly, man, to debate.
And I'm not sniffing your ass, but the minute you said, well, look at the stats. Look at how many strikes he didn't connect on. Fuck, man, if he would have connected on more than half of the strikes he threw, Albazi would have been knocked out, and we wouldn't have been having this discussion. We would have been talking about something else. But just quickly, that Santos fight, remember that fight, Moss? He ended up kicking the guy in the balls 3 times, and he lost a point, and he still won. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. I think you were the one saying, it's going to be a draw. Like, I'm not dissing you, but Like, wow, like he must have really been ahead on the scorecards before he booted him in the fucking stones 3 times.
I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, usually we recap the entire card, but yeah, you are right about that one. That one, I should have went back and watched that. That was a nightmare, too, of a fight. It was Daniel Santos versus Johnny Munoz. And yeah, there was like a bunch of illegal strikes. There was a point deduct. It was just a hot mess. But you know what? It was just
one.
Yeah, go ahead.
One quick thing before I go, Moss, and I think everybody's kind of missing this one fight that was kind of shocking was Malarkey getting owned by this fucking Russian dude, or from wherever he was from. Like, I don't know how many people had Malarkey to lose. You know what I mean? Like that other Australian guy. So Australia went 0 for 2 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you brought this up because we've jumped around with the news and we did the main event, but let's talk about these guys that came in there, funny hat guys, and Malarkey. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jesus, this dude, this is a scary son of a bitch, and he did it at 155. You know, like this guy goes down to 145. He says, dude, this guy's a problem. This guy's a massive problem. What the fuck is his name again? Fucking hell.
Something off, Mironov or Smirnov. I'm not really
Smirnov.
Sure, it was.
Where is he?
It was definitely shocking. So,
yes.
But anyways, Moss, just a quick call and all the best to you and the family. And
thank you.
We'll let somebody else get on the line here. All right.
Thank you, 2 Joints. That was a good call. 2 Joints, you know, bringing up some stuff here that we missed, and I'm happy he did that. Mohammed Naimov, this dude over here, comes in short notice, finishes Malarkey. This guy is scary. Did it at 155, goes back down to 145. He could be a problem over there. Got all the tools. Got the toughness. He's got the whole Tajikistan behind him. Definitely looking forward to what's next for him. His doppelganger, not so much. Didn't work out well for him. But still, Tajikistan showing up, and, you know, this is the guy. This is the guy I definitely, if you missed the card on Saturday, remember the name Mohammed Naimov. Remember this name. He came in, knocked out Malarkey, and when he comes back, it's going to probably be a featherweight in his actual weight class, and oof, he's an issue. He's an issue. I love it. All right, final call over here will be the Knitter and H. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful.
All right, Ann, what's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't have a mind.
Oh, that's good. Where'd it go? Where'd your mind go?
It floated off.
It's in my balls.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. That's nice to know. So, what did you think about the fights, or what do you think about the fights this weekend? Anything exciting?
Well, you're saying about people saying that Carrot won. France, I didn't think so. I was like you when I was watching it. It just looked like, I don't know. I was chasing after him, running away most of the time. But I don't know. I like more exciting fights. That was more like a point. Reminding me of the old days of Taekwondo point system. Point, touch, no touch.
Yeah,
but
just say it was boring. It was a boring fight.
It was boring. Yeah, it was boring. Very boring. I wouldn't watch it again, no.
I'm looking at the poll right now. It says so far 60% think it was a close fight, and 40% say it wasn't a close fight. So there you go. I mean, you got 20% going in the direction more that it was a close fight. That's what I think it was as well. I don't think it was a robbery.
And like we always say, and he was complaining, and people were complaining on Twitter. What's the old saying?
Don't leave it to the judges.
The judges.
That's right.
That's right. Because we don't know about those judges.
Those
and the judges.
Those pesky judges.
Yeah, we just never know what they're gonna, how they're gonna do the car, which way, what they see and what we see. It's totally different. But I don't know.
Did you stay awake during the fights, or did you fall asleep?
Nah, I didn't fall asleep.
Okay, so at least it kept you awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I had you guys on, so.
Yeah, I almost passed. No joke. I almost passed out watching it the second time. I was like, I had to slap myself to keep myself awake for it.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. Well, you didn't do bad. Well, you did okay in your picks. At least you got the main one where you got your money.
Yeah. Ended strong.
Yeah. But the picks, I just, like you said, try to do, like you said, Tapology. It is so hard because if you don't pick exactly how they're gonna win and exact time, it's like sucks. You can't get up. I can't get up there.
Yeah.
I'm on the first page, but I cannot get up there to the top. It's like if you don't pick them on, pretty much, you don't get there. Especially with as many people we got in there now, is like what, over 700 and something?
It's too many. I was just gonna check right now. There's way too many. There's a lot of freaking people in there. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I'm happy making a first page at all.
How do I see? How many people? How do I see? I don't even know.
You should be able to see it. I think.
How do I go to goat milk?
Trader.
I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing in? I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know how to get in my own pick'em league. This is crazy. People. Oh, goat milk. Here we go. Group members. Here we go. Let's see. We got people in here. I just don't know how many. Yeah, I haven't checked in a while. Edit group page. How many members?
700 and something.
Yeah, it's probably 700 and change. Does anyone know? 806? Is that true? We hit 800?
Wow.
I don't even know. I'm going to just go with Sean. I believe Sean. I don't know where to see it, but 800. Yeah. So you're playing against 800 people. Think about that. Yeah. Like, dude, that's a lot of people. So you hit the first page. It's a massive accomplishment. You win a week. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like I had, 8 wins. That's not bad,
Yeah.
I get over half of, but it's like, dang, it's just so hard. You got to really nail it.
Yeah.
And I don't know when you're saying the new thing you're going to come up with after you get the new website and stuff going. You said you're going to have a different type of league and be
we're changing a lot. Yeah, we're changing a lot of stuff. So you're going to have to get used to something else. But it'll be fun.
I'm still on other teams in Tapology because I've been on there since 2018 doing just the UFC stuff. But yeah. Anyway, you're talking about the fights coming up. The one's coming up, the pay-per-view. Yeah, Nunes. She's probably gonna win.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Like I know Aldana is good, but I feel like Amanda's a level above.
Yeah. And Nicole Main's not too bad, but I don't know. I feel sorry for Canada.
You feel sorry for who?
Canada. It'd be kind of, right. That's what it's gonna be. It'd be kind of hard. I don't know. I wouldn't want to pay tickets probably to go see.
I wouldn't pay for this. Yeah, I would be so excited that they're finally back in Canada, and then this is not. Come on, but I think they'll show up. Because, they'll take anything right now, right? Like, they're just probably super thrilled if you're remotely close and you're a UFC fan. You get to see some fights over there. So I think they will do well. It's just a bummer, that they couldn't really stack up a fun card over there, But
yeah,
it's cursed.
Yeah, blame it on Canada.
It's Terrence and Phillips' fault.
Yeah, and Beavis and Butthead and Beavis. Hi. God, I still can't get that out of my head. That is going through my head constantly now. Beavis and Butthead now.
The throwback skit with Beavis. I had to dig him. I knew in my childhood. I knew that it was going to come back, and I would be able to use it. And finally, I could use it.
Oh, I know.
Finally,
childhood for you. I wasn't a child for Beavis and Butthead, but I did like it very much. It was very funny.
Yeah. I'm curious. What do kids think of Beavis and Butthead now? I know Jessie doesn't like Beavis and Butthead. She can't stand it.
I love Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, she's not a fan. So she's not a fan of the Great Cornholio. She finds it incredibly annoying. And I'm like, well, that's the point. They're supposed to be annoying. Like that's the point. Yeah. But I don't know.
My bunghole.
Yeah, she doesn't need to eat before her bunghole. I guess I don't know. It's Whoa, that's pretty good, Ann. Look at you. You gotta send a picture with your shirt over your head and your hands up. The Anholio.
Oh God, that would be hilarious. Yeah.
That'd be great. All right, Ann. Listen, you guys have some wild sex, okay?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Lou, Heather. Hang in there, guys. Lou's not feeling any pain right now because he's high in a kite. But hey, with what was poking out through the sheet, Heather's got to run.
That's right. He's got a big tent pitched for Heather.
That's right. No, I hope he's doing good. Hope he's doing okay. Feeling better. Yeah, boy. If he's laughing, which is good, keeps his spirits up, and that's what counts from us doing that. You know, the pictures and everything else. You know, that keeps him not thinking about the pain as much, and you know, that's what you guys do when he watches the show and us, and you know, we try. Yeah, he's just going through. I can't imagine having that. Going through that much pain.
It's terrible.
And still keep your head up and still, you know, be funny and still, you know, do stuff like he's trying to type and do all that when Heather's doing it now. But more power to them. I mean, yeah, they're awesome. Hope things work out. Yeah,
Right.
they're nothing but respect. Warriors.
You know what? You're right. You're right, Ann.
They are. I'm so trying to say.
They are warriors. And you know what? Here, we are MMA-Holes. And
right.
Nothing can hold us back, you know?
That's right. Nothing.
Nothing could keep us down.
Nothing keep us down. Nope.
That's right.
Not when you got the needles.
That's right. All right.
Wonderful,
Well, Ann,
wonderful.
thank you. I appreciate that. It was very kind of you.
Thank you
All right.
for everything.
Bye, Ann.
Goodbye.
Oh, boy. This is D-Man? All right. We'll end with D-Man. D-Man. All right. Final call of the night. Okay. D-Man going once. D-Man going twice. You're out of here, D-Man. All right, guys. Listen, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you to the great D-Rest for dropping bombs, keeping us going long tonight. Thank you to everyone that dropped a donation. Seriously, much appreciated. We had a shit day because of the demonetization, but we are back monetized again. It was a weird ride with YouTube, but we are here. We are live, and I thank you. I thank you guys for being members of the channel. I thank the patrons. I thank our sponsors. Thank everyone. I appreciate it. Shout out to Lou. Hopefully, Lou, we know he's going to be fine. Lou's going to be good. He's got the MMA-Holes shirt on. He's going to be fine, so no worries about Lou. And everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Monday or Tuesday, I should say, and then we'll see you on Wednesday. We'll do actually, no, wait, fuck. I'll see you tomorrow. We got Tough. Yeah, we're going to do that. Tough number 2. So we'll do that. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you later. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you for Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler on Tough. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole.